Check, check, check. 1, 2.
Testing, testing.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
I can hear you.
Definitely.
Great, great, great. Guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Art of the Jam. This is episode number 107, believe it or not. That's a lot of episodes, to be honest, to be real. We are here with Matt Jenkerson, Senior.
Senior.
Is it senior? Right?
Senior, yes.
Yeah.
There's a junior somewhere.
Of the Park Hills Underground family, and you can't see her, but his wife is off camera, and she refused to be on camera. So, but I offered it.
You did offer it.
I did, but she's what? You're just gonna play Candy Crush this whole time? Oh yeah. But guys, I do have a question for you, as usual, audience, and we will get into the intro, and then after the intro, maybe Matt will answer the question for himself. If not, then it doesn't matter, and we'll just do whatever the hell we want to do. But and I gotta say this first. I've been trying to say this at the beginning of every episode, but I have a goal. By the end of the year, I want to get 333 subscribers. So if you are not subscribed and you feel so inclined, go hit the subscribe button.
Click that button right here.
Yeah, now you're giving me work to do. Now I have to edit a button in there.
Right here. Right here.
I'll
Click this button.
Okay.
Right here.
Yeah. Or here.
Or over there.
I have so much editing to do now. I'm a lazy video or creator. I don't know what you call it.
I can tell by the French press coffee machine over there.
Wait, that I'm lazy?
Yeah.
Is that sarcasm?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Well, if you aren't subscribed, tell your if you are subscribed, why don't you tell your friends, and we'll get more subscribers, and that'll be fun. But speaking of fun, my question for you today, audience, is in whatever facet, whatever medium of art, whatever, even in your life, if you are you and your wife, you and your girlfriend, you and your friends, whatever you do, your vocation, are you still having fun? If not, why are you still doing it? And if you are, what do you do to keep the fun alive? I will repeat. Whatever you're doing in life, are you still having fun? If not, why are you still doing it? And if so, how do you keep the fun alive? That being said, cue the intro. We are back from the intro. Sorry, it was kind of like, what is she doing over there? Oh, there is music.
She was dancing to the intro music, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, that's a first. I need like a side camera. Anytime somebody's off camera, I need like another camera so I can cut to it.
Behind the scenes camera.
Yeah, but it needs to be a camera that they don't know about. So that when they do, like, not necessarily embarrassing things, but when they do off-the-cuff things like that, I can cut to it.
Like the camera we have in underground bathrooms, I get it.
Whoa. You know how many times I've done weird shit in there?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I didn't do weird shit.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if I'm kidding about the camera in the bathroom, but okay.
You don't know if you're kidding about that. Guys, like I said before, we are here with Matt Jenkerson Sr. and of the Park Hills Underground family. If you've listened to the show, we actually talk quite a bit about Park Hills. It's a very, I always say to you guys, this is like it's our, though we are like 2.5 hours away from Park Hills, I consider it our home club.
Oh yeah, we ever since the first day you guys came in, we've loved you guys. So,
and we love you. We've played there more often than any other place, I think, and I don't want to go as far as to say, but I'm fairly certain we've at least been in the top 3 bands there that have played there the most.
Probably the most,
other than the locals, probably.
Yeah.
But I will ask, in your career or relationships or any way you want to approach this question, are you still having fun?
Oh yes, I have fun every day.
You do?
Oh yeah.
And so I guess you get the second part of the question. Since you are having fun, what do you do to keep things fun?
Anything to do with music.
You don't there just has to be music.
Be music, yes. Either when listening or playing it or dealing with other bands that are,
And that always keeps it fun for you. You don't show up one day and you're like, man, this band is fucking.
Just certain bands piss me off. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I feel like for those of you guys that don't know, he is now probably where I guess you have been the main sound tech, whatever you want to call
it. Sound engineer.
That sounds cooler.
And set the bands up and deal with the bands and clean the toilets.
Oh, shit, so you're just the guy.
I'm just the guy.
Yeah,
yes.
At the Park Hills Underground. So I can't help but and you don't have to name names or anything, but what is the worst thing that's happened like between you and a band? I feel like every sound tech or engineer they run into something unsavory.
It's mainly when guitar players want to turn their shit up too loud after we get it set. Not gonna name any names or nothing, but
what, me?
No. You don't ever mess with yours once we get it set. But there's bands in there once we get it set and they just crack it up, and they got a 412 Marshall cabinet that's ungodly loud.
Yeah.
In a concrete basement.
It's set to 11.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, I always, because being Space Camp, always joke around because we made your name into a verb.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah, so we basically, if I'm ever told to turn down at a show, I got Jenkersoned.
I'm just trying to make you guys sound the best.
And you always do. I don't ever have any qualms with it. It's just obviously we have our banter back and forth, and people sometimes you do it just for the entertainment of it. Yes. And it's entertaining for
everybody.
Yeah, for me it's fun.
You guys enjoy it. I mean, you'll be in the middle of a song, you'll be like, it's something I heard, and you'd be like, hold on, I got to write this down. This was good. Like the universe,
Yeah, I wrote that down. I wrote down I don't write down questions, but I do write down like little notes. And I did write down, I wanted to mention that because that's like kind of the catchphrase of the show is feed the universe. And
we're still waiting for royalties on that, but
dude, if I was making any money at all, I would throw something your way. Well, honestly, I would have to give that to Alan specifically. He was the one that was like, Phantom Sam feeds the universe?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, okay.
Oh, yeah, I love Alan. Alan's cool.
But you're all responsible. We're all responsible,
yes.
Yeah. But
if it wasn't for me, the place wouldn't have got built, so.
Oh, shit, you want to tell us about that?
Oh, man, that was a 3-year ordeal. mini floods.
Can we start with how you met Jason?
I was on Facebook and noticed the guy had a post that said that he had a vision of possibly building a music venue, event center. So actually, I was playing music with MKP, Mike Cottrell, and Tommy Ray, and they were busy doing something. And I think at the time, I got let go from U.S. Tool. I was there for 25 years as a machinist. So they messaged me and said, "Hey, go knock on this guy's door and see what's up. You know, might lead to something."
Right.
So I just went over, seen his address, knocked on his door, and he showed me the place, and he just needed the bathrooms built because the guy that was building the place got hurt his neck. So I said, sure, I'll come in and build the bathroom. So that's kind of how it began. Got done with the bathrooms, and then it led to this, and building the stage and tearing the stage out, rebuilding the stage.
Talking about both of your dreams.
What was that, baby?
Talking about both of your dreams, how you wanted to.
Yeah, it was our dream. I had a dream when I was younger to buy a place, have a venue for people to show their craft on their music or whatever they wanted to do.
So from the get-go, did he know you were also a musician, or did you just?
Yes. So I told him that I played in a band, and I told him that it was my dream when I was younger to actually. I looked at the movie theater there, right up the road, and they wanted way too much money for it.
Isn't it like a church now?
It's a church now. Yes. And the funny part is I had a buddy I played music with when I was younger. He was legally blind. His name was David Jenkersoned. So the day that it happened was the day that he had passed away when I read this post. So I kind of took it as a sign for him to tell me to get up off my ass and get in there and do what I need to do so people could come there and play music, because we didn't have anything around there like that. Like when I was younger, it was renting VFW halls, throwing field parties, so we never really had a actual place to play our music. You know, so it was a calling. I think it was kicking my ass to get in there and do what I need to do to get this place open so we could have local live music scene around there again.
What have you seen an influx of bands, or have you
Oh yes, I've seen
or is it actually doing what you?
Yes, it's actually bringing people back together that used to play music back when I was 20 years old, which I'm 48 now, going on 49. So we're talking 25 years, 30 years ago. People that used to play music in bands together back then have now created newer bands with band members from all the bands that used to be around. So, like Broke Neck is one of them. They used to play back when they were younger, and they've kind of stayed together through the years, but they were just a garage band until Underground come along for them to get out and play again, you know.
For sure.
You know, so.
That's cool.
There's been probably at least 10 bands we've helped form just because we built, you know, because we have our underground.
Did you see bands because I know you guys have a Wednesday open jam? Is it Wednesday?
It's like the third Wednesday of the month. We have open jams.
You see bands form out of that?
Not so much that. It's been mainly just like the open mics on Thursday nights. Like there was a guy that come in. His name was Nathan. He wanted us to play Lamb of God on YouTube so he could play along with it. And he was up there shredding this guitar, playing along with Lamb of God, which I'm sure you've heard of Lamb of God.
Yeah.
And other people started coming in and noticed it, so he got with this guy to play, and then this guy knew this guy, and now they're called Intrusive Minds or something.
Oh, I've seen them on the bill
so
there.
They've played like Point Fest and stuff like that at Hollywood Casino, so if it wasn't for us, you know, they would not have been, you know.
That's cool.
You know, it's cool. And they're young kids too, you know. They're 17, 18.
Right. So, but you backtrack a little bit. You knew Tommy before Jason.
Yes, me and Tommy played in a band together.
Yeah, where'd you meet Tommy?
Was
it just
I contacted Charlie Williams that I played music with a little bit when I was younger, and said, "Hey, I recently got divorced, moved out to my cabin. I threw my kitchen table out, pulled my drums out of storage that's been stored for 10 years, and set them up and started beating on them for about 6 months straight, just retraining myself, getting myself back to par." And then I contacted Charlie Williams and said, "Hey, thinking about getting out and playing again. Do you know any cats that need a drummer?" So he just messaged me, Mike Cottrell, said that him and Tommy was needing a drummer. So I just showed up at Mike's house and set up, and within 30 minutes, I think they told me to go outside. They had to talk. You know, yeah, one of them numbers, acting all professional and shit. But so anyway, they said come back in. They said, "Well, if you want to try to do this, we're game. You know, let's do it." So I had to learn like 40 cover songs in a month, which I told myself when I was younger I'd never do cover songs. But
Right.
I had a pretty good decent time doing it for about 3 years.
Yeah.
We traveled everywhere. Me and the wife, you know, we would, most of the time we'd make mini vacations out of it.
Right.
Tommy and him would drive there and drive back. We would stay in town, and like Paducah, Kentucky, they really loved us there. And,
Yeah.
you know, places like that. It was, played a lot of like lake communities. I think we played Lake Egypt one time, right on the water. It was really
Right.
cool. So we played Jeff City one time during 4th of July. So that was probably one of my favorite gigs, was playing Jeff City on 4th of
Yeah.
July, being at the state capitol, 4th of July. It was
Yeah.
really cool.
That
It was
is cool.
Yeah.
Did you find more in, obviously we can define success however you see fit, but for lack of a better term, did you see more success in music later with MKP than you did when you were younger?
Yes, definitely. It was, I mean, I had 25 years of playing under my belt, so,
Yeah.
you know, so it was kind of made it a little easier. When I was younger, it was more write our own stuff. It was more like alternative punk, rock. You know, me and my buddy David Jean, we would play stuff like, we would play private parties. We'd play stuff like Puddle of Mud or Papa Roach or Offspring, Green Day.
Yeah.
You know, but then we would throw our stuff, original stuff, in the mix as well.
You sprinkle it in there.
We would sprinkle it in there,
Yeah.
which that's the way MKP was. We would sprinkle Mike's originals. He had about 15, 20 originals that we would mix into
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
you know.
Hope nobody realizes.
And most of the time, most people like the originals better than
Yeah,
the covers. So
for sure.
yeah,
That's the way to do it. That's how like the lake scene operates, but it's almost the opposite. I feel like you throw in an original, and they either don't notice and don't care, or they're like, play that Jimmy Buffett song.
yeah.
It's like, okay.
We had a couple songs that a lot of people would holler or whatever when we played like the same place. You know, we had one song that was called like Crazy Betty.
Yeah.
You know, it was just about a chick that's ready to go at any time, and
Ooh.
yeah, she's ready to reach your hand down your pants whenever you want.
Whoa, did we just get late night here? No.
Me and Jennifer used to make fun of it because the name of the song was Crazy Betty, but we would always say, "What, Sweaty Betty?" Someone was going through menopause, so
Oh my God.
yeah.
Nobody
Thank God for $100 patches.
we we need more songs about middle-aged women.
That's what this was, a middle-aged woman. She was
Yeah.
ugly as fuck, but she was down to fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that a line in the song?
No.
I was gonna say you rhymed
No,
fuck with
there was
fuck.
one song. There was one lyric in there, something about giving hand jobs on the back of the bus. I remember that part.
Okay, what, like this the city bus?
City bus.
Okay, I was
yeah.
gonna say if this
You
is
pay your fee to get on a bus. Hey,
see,
and it was a real woman that Mike knew, I think. So
Crazy Betty.
yeah.
I have to get Mike to come tell this full story. I think.
Believe it or not, I haven't talked to Mike since he's left Underground.
I didn't even know he actually like left.
Yeah. It come to a time where Jason the old owner, Jason Durrett, he kind of said, hey, there's not a lot of money coming in, so I can't really. And I told Jason, I said, hey, it's more my heart than money.
Yeah.
So I'm here.
Right.
So
what is, not to, I don't want to get too into Mike, but like, what does he do? Like, is it like a day job?
he was the iPhone doctor.
Oh yeah, he had the van.
Yeah, he had the van with the iPhone
yeah.
doctor, which I'm sure he still does that.
Right.
But I think I heard that he moved down to Fredericktown possibly. So
where's Fredericktown?
It's about 30 miles south of Park Hills.
Oh, so it's not too far away.
Hopefully he's doing good.
Yeah.
I miss Kathy.
Yeah.
Kathy was a cool cat.
She was a diehard fan.
Oh yeah, she loved Phantom Sam. Yeah.
She was I mean, everybody kind of, every time we'd play there, like everybody that owned a shirt would usually wear the shirt, but like she had one of those OG like tie dyes that I got tired of fucking making, but she would wear it.
Yeah, like, Kathy, we love Kathy, didn't we, baby? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tommy's wife's nice too.
Yes, yes. Oh yeah. They recently just moved to North Carolina, so.
Yeah. I mentioned in the last episode that because I usually do like weekend recaps, and I mentioned to you that I had been sick, and but so I didn't get to actually cover the Tommy going away party until the last episode, which I filmed last night. But
all right.
But I have to, while I'm on this subject too, I did finally open your note.
Oh, did you finally open my note that I gave? What band was it I gave it to?
Mindless Vitality.
Mindless Vitality, yes. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a handwritten note and have it delivered to these guys.
And
you don't see shit like that anymore.
No. And it honestly was like kind of crazy because I didn't connect the two. Like, I had seen them on the bill at Park Hills, didn't think anything about it. And then whenever you text me and you were like, you're going to receive a present or whatever.
You'll receive a gift.
Yeah, I was like...
Don't know when, don't know where, but you'll receive a gift.
Yeah, I didn't correlate the two. And then whenever I seen this guy, I didn't know who he was because I'd never met him. They're from, like, Colorado.
Yeah, I didn't know him either. I'm just like, who's the most responsible musician in your band? And the one guy goes, me. I said, give this to Phantom Sam tomorrow night.
Hell yeah. He, like, literally was like we were loading in at Skate Bar, and he was like, sorry to those that have already told this story, but he was just like pointed at me, and he was like, "Are you Phantom Sam?" I was like, "Sure." And he was like, "I have something for you," and I was like, It was just kind of wild because I'd never met this guy in my life, and he had an envelope for me. I felt important.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
I do have to ask though. First of all, I do have to apologize that the feeling and the contents of the note still I still am very thankful and appreciative of your kind words and your wishing us luck on our show, but it doesn't mean as much knowing having not opened it the night of.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I get it.
But I'm like, man, I when I read it, I was like, man, I hope I had a good show. It's been too long, I don't remember.
They all blend together. I get it.
And then 2, what is the screw?
Hey, everybody needs a screw.
I was like, because I was talking about
You never know when you need that screw.
I was like, man, did that fall off my van or something?
You might have to fix your guitar one night while you're playing. Who knows?
Dude, it's a fucking long-ass wood screw.
That's a wooden guitar.
Yeah, but they'll reach halfway through the body of the guitar.
Hey, when you're in a pinch, you're in a pinch. Baby, you always need a screw, right? She always says nuts and bolts. I need a screw.
What does that mean?
I don't know. If you ain't got no nuts and bolts.
Well, usually if we're doing in your tools.
My tools.
He needs a nut or he needs a bolt, so.
She was like nuts and bolts. I think she needed a screw that day, but I guess that's the way I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard with her sitting right here.
No, I'm kidding. That's awesome. I like that. I like every like musician or something comes on here and they have a fun phrase that I don't know why, and I always get because no matter what you mean by it, I always am like, I'm literally for like 2 weeks. I'm like, what does this mean?
What's that mean? Nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts. I need a screw. What?
And you know what? I'm gonna write that down, because I
100 days full of nuts and bolts, and you just need a screw.
yeah, I need a screw. And you know what's funny about that?
I gave you a screw.
I'm gonna keep that screw. I'm gonna put it in the van,
I figured out.
and I'm gonna keep it because you're right. Now that you say that, I feel like I've been jinxed,
Uh-oh.
right, in some way,
Yeah.
and I feel like I need to keep that screw, because I might be like driving down the highway, and
You might have to hang a picture someday. Who knows?
that's true. In the van, hang a picture.
In the van,
of it.
yeah.
That'd actually be kind of cool. I don't know
If
why.
you need a picture of me, just let me know. I'll send you one.
Oh, you mean a picture of you? No,
I'll just be holding a bolt and a nut.
Yeah. Or just not. Yeah. Okay. No, I love that though. That's yeah, because I'm one of those people that I think way too in depth into things, like further than I should, and I think things are way more philosophical than they actually are. Yeah. And so yeah, I'm probably gonna spiral mentally and emotionally because of this nuts and bolts thing. Eventually, over the course of the next 2 weeks, I'll probably steadily spiral until I'm in the fetal position.
Yeah.
Shaking.
Or write a song about it, whatever.
Man, or write something. Yeah. I don't know, but that's fun. So you met Tommy and Mike, and you started playing a band. Mike dipped out and went to well, I guess he couldn't really be paid, so he dipped out. I don't know if they correlate.
That's I guess that's kind of what I get out of the whole deal.
Yeah, and then Alan, where did you guys?
Alan was in Farmington Heights. He was at high school, and he contacted Jason, emailed him or messenger or something, and said, "Hey, I write for the school paper at Farmington. Can I come and do an article in our school paper about what you're trying to do here?" So Jason's like, "Sure." So Jason contacted me and said, "Hey, I got this kid that's wanting to do a article in his school paper for us about us." So, okay. So he come in, and the bar was done. We were still building stuff, everything else, and the bar was done. So Alan come in with a notebook, had all kinds of questions on the notebook, and he sits down, and we just start talking. And he didn't get to ask us any of the questions that he had in his notebook, because everything we were talking about answered every question that he had. So he didn't even have to ask us,
Yeah.
So, and then he said that he wanted to get into promotions, radio stuff. So when we started to talk about the radio station that we were going to do, he contacted Jason and said, "Hey, I'd be willing to help do that." So that's how Alan became. That's how he became. Was just.
And then he just started learning sound tech and stuff.
Yeah,
like
he knew a lot of it anyway, because I think he was working for a local radio station as an intern, possibly. So he kind of knew his way around the radio station, which he has his own radio show now. It's on 10. Yeah, he has a spot on 107.1 from 3 to 7. Alan's on the radio, our local. It's a rock alternative station.
What station is this?
107.1. What is it called, baby? 107.1. The zone. The zone. The zone. Yes. 107.1. The zone.
Oh my God! I have to 3 to 7 p.m.
From 3 to 7 p.m. Yes.
I'm gonna have to
through the week, Monday through Friday.
And all on his little lonesome.
Yeah, he said it takes him 30 minutes to do the whole 4-hour show. So he can sit down and record it, and he sits down and records all of his promos, all of his commercials. Hey, this is Alan Smith today with the weather.
It's more like, hey, this is Alan Smith. Me.
He's just Alan Smith, who's just 107 years old.
Yeah. Writing his R's backwards. Whatever. What a nerd.
Oh, we love you. Fuck you, Alan.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of the saying anymore is "fuck you, Alan" from a lot of bands.
Yeah, it doesn't hit the same though whenever he's not in the room.
Yeah, I know, but
As I feel mean whenever
it
he's
makes
not.
everyone else feel better. So
Yeah. So fuck you, Alan. He did say that he would come on the show. He was like, "I'll drive 2.5 hours to."
yeah, he
Be on it.
mentioned about possibly
Yeah.
coming down here.
I was like,
I
"That'd be
think me
fun."
coming down here and popping in here like this will put a little fire under his butt.
Yeah. Because you, like I said, you guys are like the home club, and I feel no matter where, what the future of Park Hills Underground is, I feel like we all really need to keep in touch.
Oh yeah, we definitely will.
And speaking of, what you know, and you don't have to speak on it too much if you don't want to or you can't for some reason. But what is the future of Park Hills Underground? What is it looking like anyway? So I'm kind of curious.
We're making money here and there, enough to pay the bills, the electric, internet, all the other good stuff. But it's just enough is what we're being told. So our liquor license is good until next June. I don't know. We've been having some weed events, like we've been having some comedy shows where you bring your own marijuana in, smoke your weed while you're watching the show. We've had, let me see, there were some smoking events that we had so it's kind of maybe going to transition to maybe just a weed bar eventually.
Interesting.
Which there's nothing like that around. So, but I think we just have to wait until the liquor license, because I don't think you can do marijuana and alcohol at the same location.
See, I was about to say that.
So if you bring your own in, I think it's like a gray area, you know.
Oh, like kind of like a loophole or something.
It's like a gray area. So if you bring your own in, there was a guy during the last comedy show. It was called Smoking and Laughing, and a guy come in. He had a bong. One guy had a steamroller. Everybody just
Pringles can.
Yeah, whatever. Toilet paper roll.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you used to call it, baby, with the dryer sheets in it? A zoop tube.
Oh yeah.
A zoop tube.
Yeah. I had I never learned how to play slide guitar,
No.
but I always had a slide, and that's what I used whenever I was younger. Like I'd smoke weed late at night when my parents are in there and
Put a
sleeping
dryer
in the
sheet
other
in
room.
it.
Yeah, you stuff a couple dryer sheets in there.
Yeah. See, I was never worried about it.
See, I grew up in shit. Now my dad's been on this show. I don't know if they listen, but now that's what's funny about this show is I'm like a tell-all, and there's shit I've said on this show that my parents, it's all out in the open, and my parents never knew, but they will if they listen.
Yeah,
to
I've
this,
always
but,
been honest with my parents.
Yeah, I was not.
Yeah, always honest. I learned early that if you're honest with them, life's a lot easier.
You know, that's very true, but it's if I were to have been honest, I probably wouldn't be here
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. So I remember the time my mom's like, "I heard you were huffing paint." Yup. Yup.
Oh my God.
Hey, when you're 13, someone shows you, you're gonna do it.
You said yeah, but you wasn't gonna do it again.
No, I didn't do it. I told her I'm not doing it again because I got sick as fuck.
Yeah, I'll be.
It was
honest.
the local neighborhood druggie that kind of showed us kids how to do it.
It's like, this is how
So,
you
okay,
huff paint.
let's try it.
Just spray it in this bag.
Spray in his bread sack, and,
Yeah.
and he was fancy about it because he would put like cotton balls in the very bottom and tie a loose knot. So when the paint would go down to the cotton balls, you didn't have to take your mouth off the part where you huff it. You would just squeeze the cotton balls at the bottom, and it would put the fumes back into the bag, so you didn't have to spray it in as many times. So you just squeeze the cotton balls.
How
Oh, dude, it was magic.
ingenuitive, Yeah.
It was magic, yeah. Until I fell over one time. I done it one time. I fell over, and there was an anthill there. Anyway, I seen this ant, and the fucking head on this ant was probably the size of a car, and I thought it was gonna eat me. So then I threw up, went home. I had paint all over my face. Gold paint was what you're supposed to do. It's what the
Yeah.
guy showed us. So yeah.
What was his mentality on gold paint?
Very slurry, sloshy.
So wait, every color had a different effect?
Yeah, the gold was the best. He said. It had the most. It had the. you're laughing, but I'm just being honest.
No, I know.
He said gold paint was the best. All of it would fuck you up, yes, but gold paint had something special in it that I guess make you like a golden god. I don't know, but
And it looked the coolest when
it
you
didn't
got
look
all
very
over-
good all over your face
Oh.
when you fell and get all fucked up on it. But
Just smeared dead ants. And
I didn't know about all that, but
Yeah.
but no, it scared me enough. Where I'm like, fuck that shit. When you're 13, like I said.
Yeah. I had friends that would. I never had friends.
Most kids would have been like, "I'm spray painting bikes, mom."
Yeah, and I fell. I don't
yeah.
know.
Oh shit.
No, I had friends that. Me and my friends, we did do like we had our our time with drugs,
Mm-hmm.
but like paint was never something I don't think we ever fucked with. But like the air duster thing,
Air duster,
that was never like a regular thing.
model glue.
But it was always like when somebody had a can of air duster, they're like, dude, I'm gonna. Yeah. They would just like do it in casually in passing.
Nope.
And I did it one time and I was like, I never want to feel that
Yeah,
way
like,
ever again.
Everything sounds like that.
And I even just did like a little.
Don't take much.
Yeah.
Then they started putting that bitter shit in it,
Oh, they should, dude.
but people still do it. But yeah.
Yeah, if anybody out there is having any issues with a bad air duster habit and or gold spray paint, I'll put the number below.
I had a buddy and his uncle. They did Tulio, which was like a form of model glue, but it was in like a gallon jug, and they would soak it in rags and then put the rags inside their fist and just huff, 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 and it would make them so just they would drool and lean, and it's called Tulio.
That's weird. Like rubber cement or some shit.
It was almost like a plain model glue, I guess.
Oh shit.
Back before there was regulations on stuff like
Yeah.
that. And
That's how you get your mom to buy it for you when you're a kid, though. It's
yeah, yeah. Model set up in the closet forever, and the tube of cement's gone. Where'd it go? I don't know.
I got caught. I got caught one time, and how I got caught is I don't know if you knew that you can get high on Dramamine, like motion sickness pills.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. So me and my friends, we were like,
I know it makes you sleepy, right? Didn't we just learn that not too long ago, baby? Dramamine makes you
yeah,
sleepy.
yeah.
You're like, yeah,
It does. But that's the thing is, you take like basically my friends had Dramamine one time and we're like, I heard you can get high off of this, and so we took it, and I always had like some people have like the 3-time rule. I had a 2-time rule basically, where I would take it, and if I didn't quite understand how it made me feel, I would do it at least one more time. Right?
Just
And my buddies gave me Dramamine.
so you could think about it 2 weeks later and figure out if you want to do it again.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I mean, it was a very real-time spiral, though. Like, the drug is a spiral. It's what they call a deliriant. It's like a hallucinogen, but the difference between the two is when you take, like, mushrooms or acid, you have a conscious awareness that it's just a drug. Dramamine, a deliriant, is where you don't know
Yeah.
the difference.
It's like drinking a whole bottle of Robitussin or.
It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it's very scary, and you see shadow people and stuff. But this is how I got my mom to buy it for me in high school. Was I told her, I was like, man, every time I get in the car, I have motion sickness.
Oh shit!
I don't know what it is. It's something new.
She's like, here, baby.
she bought me a tube
Here
of
you go,
drum.
honey. I gotcha.
This was the thing, though, is when you're in high school, your mom still, usually my mom still did like my laundry and stuff until I moved out, and I mean, but that's beside the point. It's actually not beside the point. The point is she found the empty jar or the empty tube of Dramamine in my jean pocket the day after she bought them. So she bought them. I went and hung out with my friends that night. We took all the Dramamine, and she was like, "You ate an entire tube of Dramamine."
So I was really sick, Mommy.
Yeah, I was like, I had real bad motions.
I was on the merry-go-round and I got sick.
Yeah, we went to the park, and I was just no. But that's how I got. I don't even know if she remembers that, but
Oh, she remembers.
now I'm kind of.
If not, now she knows.
Now I'm kind of questioning if it was the Dramamine. Maybe that didn't even happen.
Might not have.
Maybe I just thought it was real. Oh shit!
Have to ask that merry-go-round.
Fuck. That's ask the merry-go-round. You're crazy, dude. You're crazy. So, but Jason, he mentioned to me one time that he was trying to create a new CBGB,
Yes.
essentially that type of.
I was telling me when he first came along, he's like, watch CBGB. And he said, that's kind of what I want to. I'm kind of basing it all off of. I want everything, any kind of entertainment.
Yeah.
Just bring it.
Tommy had his little plaque on the wall. I had to write this down because I took a picture of it at his going away. But he had that where every day we create a new back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was a very noteworthy statement because, just like CBGB, I know CBGB doesn't exist anymore as it was, but
the original one, no, it's gone.
Yeah. But I still feel like no matter what the future holds for Park Hills Underground, I know that I am going to be 40, 50 years old one day, and I'm gonna remember back in the day we had this place that we went
I'll be
to.
70 by then, so yeah, I get it.
70 years old, dude. It's wild, and you're gonna have just a little bit longer nub.
Yeah, hopefully it's white like Kenny Rogers. That's what I'm shooting for.
Dude.
I'd love it to be all white.
Dude, same. I want all
white.
I want to still have long hair and it be
just pure white, not the white with the yellow tint in it, or looks like your hair's been smoking nicotine.
Yeah. What people don't understand is like people like my mom. Sorry, Mom, but she dyes her hair. She just turned 60 on the 5th, but she's very young. She looks very young for a mom, but she dyes her hair, but I've always had this mentality that it's like you earn those wizard stripes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like I kind of want my hair to gray after a while. I think it is kind of weird that the transitioning to it though. It's like when you almost look older when it's like peppered.
Yeah. Like this side of my face turned gray before this side, but I think that was because of my daughter. So.
What does that mean?
She was a hellion.
So she turned half your face white?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then when I got married, the other half kind of went. Not to my previous wife.
It's this one.
No, not this one. The one before that.
Wait, I thought you said not your previous wife.
Yeah, I said not my. Man, I need to smoke some weed or something. You got me fucked up.
Hey man, you can smoke in here. I don't give a shit what you do.
I know you don't like cigarettes, so I can't do that.
No. I had a guest on here, and he's like, "Can I smoke my vape in here?" And I was like, "Is it weed?" And he was like, "No." And I really made a mistake letting him smoke his vape in here.
It was that bad?
You did?
See, he didn't even know it.
That's why my throat's sore.
It's all mental.
Just kidding.
So it's all mental.
It might actually be.
I bet it is.
Well, I don't puff it like people puff it.
She secretly puffs it.
Oh.
She's a secret puffer.
What is it with wives and vapes? The funniest thing Nichelle has ever done is was one of our first dates, and she used to vape. We were very heavy cigarette smokers for a long time, but we were in like period where she was trying to quit and vaping. We were at like Outback Steakhouse at the lake or some shit. I don't know what it is. And she just rips this like a huge rip off of her vape, and I was like, and she's kind of like she's literally the smartest and most capable human being I've ever met in my life, but she has those like little like almost like muscle memory type of like tics where she'll do something and then realize like, oh shit, I can't do that here, and so she ripped this huge rip off of her vape, and then I was like, what are you doing? We're in a restaurant, and she goes, and she just opens her purse,
blows
it into her purse, and tried to close it.
I do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll do that.
But I thought that was she also stole a bowling ball one time by putting it in her shirt, and it made her look like she was pregnant, and we just walked out of a bowling alley with it.
Wow,
Yeah.
never heard anybody ever doing that.
Yeah, and then
That's
we
weird.
bolt rolled it through our buddy's wall. Because we were like, we were drunk. We're like, let's bowl, let's bowl at home.
Yeah, let's
We
take
could
it
bowl at
home.
home. Yeah.
Act like you're pregnant. Put this under your shirt.
Yeah, and we bowled it through our buddy's wall. That was fun. You want to play a game?
What game's that?
I'm gonna give you two options here because I know we're a little short on time, and you got to bounce out of here. So I'm gonna give you three options. Okay. If you want to play a game.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a game that's very if you're familiar with the show, you know this game. It's called Phantom Sam and the Fictions. Okay. And it's basically where I have three fictitious band names, and we would try to come up with what genre and real life band they would open for. Right? Don't wait. And then I have a game called Separate Art from Artists. So this is a game where I've done this one time, but it's where I'll give you a crime that a musician throughout history has committed. And you have to decide, just based on the crime that they committed, whether you could still listen to their music. And then I will reveal who they are. And
I kind of like that one.
or I do have another one, and it's called Metal or Not.
Ooh.
And it's basically where I give you just basic statements and or actions or experiences or anything like that, and you have to decide whether it's metal, as in like that's
metal
fucking
band.
hardcore, or not. So I'll repeat: Phantom Sam and the Fictions, Separate Art from Artist, or Metal or Not.
I like to separate one.
You want to do that one?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that one would be
All
good.
right. Because I did have like three, and I was like, nah, if he only has an hour, I probably, because this one might take a little bit, but not too long. But guys, welcome to Can You Separate Art from the Artist? If you have, if you watched the previous guest, I believe we did it with Rob Wilson. You will have heard these before, but I wanted to keep this because I think that even though they're the same, you might have a different perspective. And so after a while, I will update it. But just a disclaimer for people: this is Can You Separate Art from Artists? I will give him a crime, and he will decide a crime that a musician throughout history has committed, and he will decide if he could separate the art from the artist, and then I will reveal to him who the artist who committed the
Do I
crime.
get bonus points if I guess who it is before you tell me?
Actually, sure.
All right.
Yeah. I don't have any prize,
Okay.
but
Just being in your presence is prize enough.
aw, you sweet fucking bastard. Okay, and there.
Subscribe right here.
Quit giving me editing to do. No, so there's about 6 here, I think. Yeah, there's 6. And some of them you might know, some of them some of them you might know, some of them you might not. I don't know, but I try to keep them kind of in that realm where like household names. But you know, Artist number 1 stabbed a man to death, allegedly in self-defense. He was lolling with his girlfriend when the husband came knocking. So, could you separate?
So he was laying with a chick and her husband showed up and he stabbed her? Stabbed him?
He was laying with a married woman. The husband came knocking on the door and he stabbed that man to death, allegedly in self-defense.
Yeah, no. I couldn't listen to that guy ever again.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Just because of the cheating part.
Solid, dude.
I don't care about stabbing part.
It's the cheating that did it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Now, who was that?
Yeah, I'll give you a second to.
Sounds like a 2000s artist.
I'll say it's not. I'll give you 3 try. I'll give you 3. Whatever. 3 guesses.
Who would do something like that?
I will say you might not. This isn't a household name, but he is affiliated with a household name.
So I probably wouldn't get it then.
No, this one I'll say you probably would.
Yeah, you can go ahead and tell us.
But
yeah, I wouldn't listen to that fucker ever again.
Because of the cheating, not the stabbing. It might be I might be going out on a limb here, but
Self-defense is self-defense, but cheating, fuck that.
Yeah. Because this guy obviously
but he wouldn't have been in that position, situation if it wasn't doing what he was doing.
That's true. So. If he could have just.
So that's the big no-no right there.
Yeah. This is Marcus Malone. He is a founding member of Santana, credited as the co-writer of Soul Sacrifice.
Nice.
So this is the drummer who played Woodstock with Santana.
You would say a drummer.
Yeah. I try to keep it well-rounded.
Yeah, gotcha. That's pretty cool. I like Carlos Santana, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. They actually reunited because he did go to prison.
Yeah.
And apparently they reunited, but he was like so out of practice, and like they didn't vibe like they once did.
Clapping cheeks instead of clapping drums.
Cheating.
Yeah.
Clapping, cheating cheeks. I don't know. Fuck. Artist number 2 flashed his penis on stage. Now, last guy who that I did this segment with, he was like, everybody does that.
No.
But this is a very specific household name, I think.
Yeah, like Jim Morrison.
It's not Jim Morrison,
but he did.
But he probably did it. Yeah. But quite a few people have flashed their penis on stage. I've even considered it myself.
Nah, I'd still listen to him.
Yeah,
I'd still listen to him.
It's just a penis.
It's just a penis. Unless they're wrong. Yeah, I'd still listen to him. Fuck it.
This is none other than Iggy Pop of the Stooges.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Which, speaking of Tommy always reminded me of fucking Iggy Pop for some reason.
Yeah, I remember watching. You've seen the movie CBGB, right?
Actually, I have not.
No, there's a part where Iggy Pop is there, and this one guy's chatting with him, and they get done chatting, and the guy goes to Iggy Pop. He says, "Do you want to go in the bathroom so I can suck your cock?" He's like, "I ain't doing nothing else. Let's go."
Shh. Hey man, whatever you're into.
Yeah, but that's where Iggy Pop got his start, was
CBGB.
So.
Hell yeah. That one was an easy one, I think.
Oh yeah.
Artist.
Very flaccid one.
Yeah, very. It was very flaccid. I'm kind of curious about that now. You got me.
Oh shit.
Because how people, and this is gonna get a little weird, but people can get like power boners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
I mean, it's not you.
They
You
think
can,
they're famous enough that.
You can't offend me in any way.
Well, no, I'm
you
just.
ain't gonna offend them.
You looked at me, so I looked at you. That's all that was. I'm just saying.
Need that hidden camera.
Well, a power boner to me is like I mean, it's self. It's not like a sexual boner. It's like, oh, I have control over these people, and you just get a boner out of pure like these people are at my whim type of thing. Not saying I've ever had a power boner or that I would, but I seen a movie one time with Forrest Whitaker. It was called The Prison Experiment, or it was called something like that. And it was a really weird, awkward scene. And this is the best example of a power boner I can give. It was an experiment where they separated a group of regular people into prisoners and guards, and they made them act out prison. Well, he was like a nerd in real life and didn't have anything going for him or whatever, but he was a guard, and he was like rubbing his crotchal region in the mirror because he was like, I finally have power over these people.
Gotcha.
It was like that, non-sexual,
like a power trip.
Yeah.
Boner, power trip boner.
But this is the whole point of the power boner thing. Did Iggy Pop, when he flashed his wiener, was it hard or was it flaccid? Did he helicopter the shit, or was it like a...
I'd say probably helicoptered at least.
Bat wing?
Bat wings.
Oh, wow.
That has to do with your nuts, though.
Yeah,
that's not with the penis.
That's
bat
nut
wings
stuff.
are nuts. Yeah.
So is the goat brain.
Yeah.
You know that one? Oh. Anyways. Artist number 3. Leading an alleged cult. And I can give you one more. Or no, actually, let's leave it there.
So he led a cult?
Allegedly leading a cult, and this is happening currently, I'll say that. This is a current artist. I'll say he's also an actor.
Yeah, I'd probably still listen to it.
Yeah, it's like, fuck it, it's just a cult.
It's just cold.
Maybe. We don't even know.
Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
You know.
Dude, Charles Manson, not gonna lie, if you listen to his recorded music, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
I don't understand why he didn't.
He had the guy from Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't. Now it's like, dude, you should have just let him sign that fucking record deal. He probably wouldn't have killed all those people or commanded people to kill all those people.
He wrote a song where the Beatles wrote the same song, or wrote a song with the same lyrics or something, the same title as one of his songs.
Oh, well, Helter Skelter.
And he was trying to sue him or something.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Sorry, no, Helter Skelter was a Beatles
There was actually
song.
someone in Farmington not too long ago that was selling pen pal letters from him.
Ooh, that's interesting. They're probably worth so much money now.
People were like frowning upon it. Like, that's sad that you would try to profit against someone that evil.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'd take one.
Right.
Shit like that's cool.
I'm getting to this stage. I'm going to be honest and real with you. I'm getting to this stage of the episode where I have to piss so bad that I cannot think.
All right. So I can smoke a cigarette while you're pissing.
Yeah, let's.
As long as we're not. Well, we can be next to each other. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either. Let's get to the. I'm gonna do this reveal first, though.
All right. So it's someone modern.
Yeah. I can give you movies he's in.
Oh, probably. What's his name? Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Jared Leto.
He's an actor in various movies such as The Suicide Squad, Requiem for a Dream, and Morbius.
You ever seen Lord of War?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Funny thing is I made it a point to put his worst movies.
Dallas Buyers Club?
Dude, I love that movie.
That was a good movie.
That's such a good movie.
That was a good movie.
I forgot he was in that, to be honest with you. Yeah, I put Suicide Squad and Morbius because they're two of the worst movies.
We watched Morbius not too long ago, and I think she fell asleep.
Yeah.
I semi-stayed with it, but yeah, it was not the greatest.
Requiem for a Dream is a good movie.
He's definitely a better cross-dresser than a vampire or whatever.
He's a pretty beautiful man, I think. He's known as the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars, and him and 30 Seconds to Mars leads a 3-day festival retreat in Croatia, inviting hundreds of fans of his band, calling themselves the Echelon, and they're all dressed in white.
Wow.
So it's like a
Diddy party.
Yeah.
But he's white.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's still speculative and could be an elaborate joke. So that's what I'm saying. It's like it could be something else.
Yeah.
That being said, we'll continue this segment in a second. So let's take a short break.
Just take it
Awesome. All right, we're back here.
after the pee break.
Yeah, dude, I get to that point where I'm just like, holy shit! Like I can't even like. It's hard to like listen to what you're saying because I'm like, dude, all I can think about, all I can do is just like have that, that pee
Wait
dance.
till you're almost 50.
Why does it get just peeing get worse?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Are you a coffee drinker?
Yes.
How does that affect?
It hits me and hits me hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Like where you're dancing, don't matter where you're at, just go.
Yeah, dude. There's been times where
I could be in Walmart and go, like, in a clothes or a jacket, or open a tube of socks and pee in. No.
oh shit. Dude.
Definitely run to the bathroom.
There's times where I'm like on like a 20-minute drive.
You probably drink coffee all day, don't you?
Actually, no. I limit myself, and a lot of people think I'm nuts for this, but I don't drink coffee until about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, usually.
Okay.
But in the event of you being here, I had to wake up a little earlier to get around and stuff, so I was like, I'm gonna need.
So you stay up all night? And
I'm usually a very night owl person.
Like on Thursday nights when we do our open mics, karaoke nights, me and MG Soundscream, Mike Gillum, Donald Kincaid.
Mm-hmm.
We go to MG's house and just sit around his little fire pit until like 3, 4 in the morning sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's just.
There's something about like the quiet of the night. I don't know what it is about it.
It's peaceful.
Yeah. It does.
You can do what you want, read what you want.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about other things.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it is true. I think it's important in a relationship to have your separate
Like
time.
I'll call her, like we get done at 11 o'clock or whatever on Thursdays. I'll call Jennifer and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go over MG's set for a few hours." She's like, "Have fun."
Yeah.
It's my time. She goes to her friend's house on her time. I go,
Yeah.
You gotta have that.
It's like there's every so often it's like I'll ask Nichelle, it's like, I don't have to go to this certain thing. Do you want me to stay here? And she's like, no, not really. And I'm like, okay. She's like, no, I just like, because she's an artist as well. She does like her own, she does anything.
Yeah.
And so, for her to be able to not have to pay attention to anything and just do her art. Yeah, I think are you getting that fuzziness? Yeah, that's been happening lately. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't come up in the recording, though.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's just.
It's like white noise.
Yeah. But, actually, I hope it doesn't come up in the recording. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know. Anyways.
More editing.
I don't know if you can edit that out. But, I guess we'll cut that to
3 artists. That was pretty cool about the Jared Leto.
Yeah. They get kind of increasingly worse.
Yeah.
But we'll save that for another time. I'll make note of that, and if you ever come back, we'll finish the list. Yeah, guys, we Matt doesn't have a lot of time, so we're gonna cut the rest of separate art from artist and
get to the important stuff.
Yeah. Which we kind of got all. We kind of covered every. I did actually make one little note here. When Park Hills was at one time, they were investigating it as a paranormal. There was paranormal.
Yeah, we had paranormal teams
stuff. Whatever the fuck you call
we
it.
found out that the original owner of the building was Henry Rinke, which is on Rinke Street. He was the town's undertaker. So there's a main wall in the back where the new bathrooms are. It's still the original building from like 1915 to 1925-ish, I think.
Yeah.
And then it burnt, and then they rebuilt. But yeah, he was the town's undertaker, and then became later the mayor of Flat River, because it used to be Flat River instead of Park Hills. It changed names in 1996 to Park Hills. There was 4 towns, River Mines, Esther, Elvins. They combined into one giant town, Park Hills. But yeah, we've had investigation teams in there. We've got some recordings of, like, you can hear people talking. At one point we set 5 balloons upstairs. All the doors, windows were shut. We set 5 balloons in the middle of the hall, and the 2 balloons in the middle kind of shifted left and right, and the other ones on the end stayed where they were. So, you know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So if this Rinky guy is he was the town undertaker.
Yes.
Does that mean that there was a slew of dead bodies that came
Yes.
in and out of there?
In and out, yeah. I mean, the undertaker, they got to do what they got to do to the body. Plus, there's railroad tracks right there next to us. And I think in the 1920s, maybe early 30s, there was a train wreck. And I think around 80 people died on that train wreck. So there's...
Like right there?
Right there, that's next to the river. That runs right next to it. So it right there in the river, you know.
It sounds like he just got fed his work.
Yeah.
Like they just landed right on his doorstep.
Because I think actually where the pavilion is now is where it used to say, I think on an old map we found, it said the stables for the Undertaker's carriage is what it said. So he would actually park his horse and buggy there. And I guess when someone would contact him, hey, he would go pick them up, bring them back, do what he had to do to them. I don't know if they had embalming fluid and stuff like back then, but
yeah,
it's kind of cool.
That is crazy.
And there's times where I've been standing in the sound booth and it feels like someone's tugging on my shirt, thinking that someone's behind me, and no one's there.
Do you ever check security cameras?
We check them here and there and stuff like that.
Can you see in the sound booth?
No, there's no. Just yeah, and then like every once in a while, like say, if I'm there late at night and me and Tommy's by herself, we'll turn all the lights off on our way out. I kind of see stuff in my peripheral that looks like it moves.
Yeah.
Like a shadow creature or whatever, but
yeah.
But every once in a while, you'll get that weary feeling, and you know you get goosebumps, and
ooh.
Yeah, it's cool.
I kind of have this. I always see I always think too in depthly into things, and now I'm like this train wreck happening there. It's like, was this Rinky guy falling on hard times, and so he caused a train wreck somehow?
Possible.
He's like,
maybe.
He's like I think I could probably stay in business and pay my rent with 80 fresh bodies.
Wonder how much they charged back then.
3 shillings.
Yeah,
I don't know.
$2.
Yeah, I mean $2 silver dollars.
There you go.
Those are nice. Those are worth money nowadays.
Yeah, silver's nice.
Let's go like a wheat penny too. I don't know. No, that's for those of you who don't know either, that are listening. You and Alan were finally about to release this album that we recorded.
Yeah.
In Park Hills. Finally, it's been like 2 years.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Been waiting for a copy.
Me too. I haven't even got them back yet. I keep
getting close, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, it is done. I just haven't. He's like putting the finishing little
mastering.
Yeah, on him. But that's on the 100th episode. I finally announced that we were going to release another record. But it's called Grooves from the Grimoire, and yeah, I'm just I'm very appreciative of you and Alan for taking the time and that day.
That was fun. It was a fun day.
Yeah. We took a bunch of pictures with disposable cameras. I still haven't developed those, so
wow.
I'm kind of I'm kind of excited to see.
I don't even know where you develop stuff like that anymore.
The Walgreens.
Oh,
they still got a photo
center. Walgreens, nice.
Yeah. And yeah, you just drop it off, and then you get it in you remember the old like envelopes they used to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Drop it off, pick it up next day.
No, Walmart might still do it too. Actually, we always went to Walgreens because they were like same day. Because we got into this big groove there for a little while where me and Nichelle, we would like if we went on a trip, we would take disposable cameras because it's just funner
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and just interesting. So we got like we have like a bunch from like trips from years ago that we haven't even developed yet. But yeah, I don't know why I got on. Oh, because of the album. Because that was how I was gonna do the album art, but I already started making the album art and stuff. But
little hand drawn stuff.
no, usually photos like the looks like threes is the single off of it that I'm gonna release first. And we found when we were in LA, we were walking by this doorway, and in the city, and it was just like a doorway that leads up to like an apartment building, but it was just like fancy doorway. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, and we were just kind of like looking at it just because we were bored. We didn't have anything to do, so we were just like looking at this doorway, and then I noticed that the address was 333, and I was like, that's kind of weird, and I was like, I told him to take a picture of it, and he took a picture of it and sent it to me, and I sent it to Nichelle, and she started making it into album art.
Nice.
Like,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
So it's just like a doorway, but it's a 333 for the looks like threes. But
That's a good song.
I appreciate that.
I enjoy that one.
Yeah, I'm starting to get very bored of it though.
Yeah.
Not that song, just in general.
Imagine them, like major acts, national acts, has been playing the same songs for 50 years.
Yeah.
How they kind of feel about that too, but
yeah, it's
the only difference is they're making a shit ton of money and we're not.
Yeah, I think that would be the difference. That would honestly make it worthwhile.
Probably make it maybe worthwhile, maybe.
But I'm also one of those people that's like, I have to like. That's where I kind of differ from like my dad is one of those people that it's like if he gets into like a routine, it's like he won't wane from that for years. It has to something traumatic or something has to happen in his life to disrupt his routine. And I am a very like disciplined and routine person, but my interests have to constantly change, or else I'm not like. I have to have like that reinvention of everything. It's like,
Gotcha.
do you know what I mean by that? Like,
yeah.
it's like if I listen to the same music for too long, I'm like I start to get like weird.
Oh yeah, my playlist on Pandora is just everywhere.
Yeah.
I got reggae, I got bluegrass, I got metal, you name it.
Yeah.
Rock, country.
What's your? Because you know, I always do an album of the week, and I usually try to. I totally forgot about this until just now, but I usually do an album of the week, and I try to make it correlate to the guest that I have. But
Alright.
I have no idea what kind of music you're into.
What kind I like? I like new metal stuff.
You're a big
Like System of a Down,
Oh, fuck.
Limp Bizkit, Korn,
yeah.
you know, Disturbed, Volbeat.
Hell,
I love shit like that.
you had me at System of a Down, but you lost me after System of a Down.
Yeah.
No. But cause
Stained.
yeah.
You know.
See, I honestly I don't have any of that, so I didn't. And I had, but this is the album of the week. I usually do this at the beginning of the episode, but this is the worst of Jefferson Airplane.
Oh, nice.
And the only reason I picked it is because last time at Tommy's going away party, I think it was Audio Glow or Real Noise.
Real Noise plays a.
They did the White Rabbit
Yes,
cover.
Real Noise does that.
Yeah. And I also have to apologize because in my last episode I was giving a shout out to all the bands and I was like I forgot one.
Real Noise.
No, I forgot Broke Neck for some reason.
Audio Glow.
So yeah, I said all of them except for Broke Neck, and I was like,
Broke Neck's probably the band that's played there the most.
Yeah.
Out of all the bands.
Yeah.
Probably 20 times so far.
Um,
And they never want nothing.
really?
We've never paid them a dime anytime they've ever came there. When we try to hand them money, they're like, give it to the next band.
That's kind of nice.
That's how they roll.
Yeah.
And they won't play until they're drunk either.
See, how do you feel about that?
For them, it's great.
Yeah.
Because they ain't worth a shit until they're drunk.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, guys, but I'm just being honest.
Oh,
Broke
shit.
neck is cool, but only when they're drunk.
Like, you think they're better?
They are, really.
Yeah?
They put on a better show when they drink, yes.
Oh, shit. See, I feel like eventually that gets sad. You know what I mean?
It works for them, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but then it's like once you get to a certain point where it's like when you become I don't know them, so I can't really speak on their behalf, but when you start to become like self-aware that you're like, oh, I'm not good unless I do this thing, then it's like, you know.
Yeah, I knew a guitar player when I was younger. I'd pick him up and come to the house, we'd jam out, and he wasn't worth shit until he got a pint of vodka in him, and then he was phenomenal. That's just, yeah. Before vodka is plank, 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 and then after vodka is, you know.
See, how do you channel that? How it's?
I guess play a lot of music when you're drunk.
I don't know.
That's
Maybe
the way
you
you're used to it.
start
I don't know.
practicing sober.
Yeah, no shit.
No,
I can't play when I'm drunk.
See, I'm the same way. Actually, I don't think I've ever actually tried to play a show drunk, but I don't like how it makes me feel.
Mm-hmm.
But it's in pot too. I'm that weird.
No, I like my pop when I'm playing.
Yeah,
Definitely.
most people do.
Yeah.
It doesn't really inhibit anything like alcohol does.
No.
And a lot of the time, it makes like I'm not sure if you know anything about jazz, but like Coltrane, I think it was John Coltrane. He mentioned that because they were big, like back in those days, it was like heroin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was in the jazz scene, and he basically was saying that it slowed down time, so he could like play within the ticks of time.
Yeah, jazz
basically.
is almost like playing drunk.
Yeah,
It is really.
the music is drunk.
Yes, exactly.
You're on heroin.
It's like I said, at that time I quit playing, and then I got divorced from my second wife. I set my drums up, and I was playing the jazz and swing music, bluegrass. I was playing all of it, but I always noticed that jazz, it felt like I had to lean to the side a little bit as I played.
There's a swing.
You know.
There's a swing and a sway.
Yep.
Jazz is a weird fucking beast.
It is.
That's one of those things like I was saying, like my like interests change, and it's like I get to that point too where it's like rock and roll gets so boring to my ear
Mm-hmm.
that I have to find something just off the wall. But then I'll go down that like avant-garde, like free jazz thing, and I'm like losing my mind because it's quite literally the opposite of rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Like rock and roll is just like very 4/4, just straight.
Yep.
But then you have this avant-garde, which is like,
Yep.
It's like,
Pauses and
it's just a wild fucking
speed
beast.
up, slow down, pause.
Yeah, and if you play it, it feels good.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're able to land it.
Oh yeah.
So I get jazz. I don't understand jazz, but I get why people do it.
Get the gist of it.
Yeah. What's a song you think? Nobody would expect you to listen to, or a band? Like something you kind of like listen to on your own.
I like R.L. Burnside.
Oh, that's R.L. Burnside's dope.
Yeah, I enjoy listening to him quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like just old blues music.
Just old blues music.
Fucking that's.
You know, he's like an old 70-year-old black man.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure, I know.
Yeah, R.L. Burnside.
R.L. Burnside is dope. It's
I like the Cleverleys.
I've never heard of the Cleverleys.
They're a bluegrass. Actually, they take modern songs and turn them into bluegrass. The Cleverleys.
Cleverleys.
Yeah, the Cleverleys.
Hell yeah. All
I
right.
actually pursued on trying to get them to underground, and they wanted like $6,000 to play a show.
Oh wow.
So they're pretty popular.
Yeah.
I know I'd kind of mentioned to a bunch of people, and they were like, "Fuck yeah, that'd be badass to have the Cleverleys." But they take like Beyonce songs and turn them into bluegrass.
It's kind of like
take like AC/DC and turn them into bluegrass.
yeah. It's like, you ever heard of the Modern Jukebox on
Yes.
YouTube? It's like that. They make it into swing song,
Yep.
like Nirvana is.
Yes.
You know, in jazz.
See, I like shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's cool too.
I think it's cool.
Like they have I forgot his name, but the sad clown guy. I don't know.
Puddles.
Puddles, yeah.
Puddles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He's a part of the Modern Jukebox and does
Yeah, I've
like
never seen him on America's Got Talent. It's where
Yeah,
I first
yeah.
introduced. Yeah,
the Cleverleys though. That's interesting. I'll
yeah,
have
the
to
Cleverleys.
check them out. What's your favorite like headlining act that's played at Park Hills?
Favorite headlining act
Yeah,
so
like-
far has probably been
Like your big acts.
Head PE.
The fuck is that?
Head PE. You have to write her down and listen to it, I guess.
That's like a known act.
Head Planet Earth. But they go by Head PE. Head Planet Earth. It's kind of like a new metal, rock, blues. I mean, it's a lot of rap. There's a little bit of rap sound in there. Head
Yeah.
Planet Earth. They're pretty vulgar too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember listening to them when I was younger. I actually seen them at a Ozfest, back when Ozfest used to be in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing them, and I was like, yeah, Crazy Legs is a good song to listen to.
Crazy Legs. All
Yeah,
right.
Crazy Legs by Head Planet Earth. It's very vulgar, but
Huh.
I just dig the way they play, the way they sound. But we've actually had them, and they were really cool cats.
Hell yeah.
Except for the comments saying that we only had like maybe 80 people there. So he's like, at one point he goes, "Y'all motherfuckers better be enjoying this because I'm pretty much paying you guys to watch me right now." I didn't really care for that comment, but hey,
Yeah.
you know.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You know, them saying that kind of, and Afro Man was cool.
Yeah.
You know, I could tell the story about there were some guys that came with Afro Man. I walk into the green room, which you've been there multiple times.
Yeah.
You know what it looks like. The sink, before we had the bathroom, the toilet, was just a sink in there before we built the toilet part. But anyway, I walked past it. One of his friends that came with him was washing his cock in the sink.
The fuck?
I back up and I go, "Hey man," I said, "Where you live at?" He goes, "Why you want to know where I live at, homie?" I said, "So I can come to your house and wash my dick in your sink." Afro Man's laughing his ass off over here. And that deep,
Yeah.
you know. Anyway, the guy looked at me funny, like, "Why do you want to know where I want to live at?" I'm like, "Dude, we washing your shit in our sink? Come on, man."
Yeah.
I don't know if he just got done banging a dude or what, but
Oh shit. I'm leaving that in.
but yeah, that should definitely go on. I've been thinking about starting a podcast, like a backstage etiquette,
That's
101.
brilliant. Yeah.
like backstage etiquette 101, and I'm thinking about calling it Fall Up Ricks backstage etiquette. But it's, if you put slashes in certain spots, it's F all you pricks.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been thinking about doing a podcast about backstage etiquette 101.
Dude, that's actually a really good idea.
And I'll tell stories about stuff that I've dealt with musicians in the back, and
Yeah.
so
That's useful.
yeah,
That's
it
useful
would be
knowledge.
useful. It'd be cool.
I like that. That's cool.
But I figured I need a few more years under my belt and a few more stories to.
I mean, the dick in the sink, though.
It's
a
gonna be hard to
pretty-
top that one, yeah.
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 Oh, I mean, that's almost enough.
It's almost,
You're gonna make
yeah,
it one episode.
episode.
Yeah. But that episode is gonna be
It's
worth
gonna be good,
100.
Yeah. You know, you just. It's just there's just so many stories I could tell. Probably
Yeah.
just don't have time today. I'll tell you that.
Right. Are we?
We're getting pretty close for me to getting on out of here.
Okay.
It's like 2 hours and 40 minutes away for me to get the car back, and
Dang.
We've been on vacation. Me and my wife's anniversary was yesterday, so happy anniversary, baby.
Yeah.
Late anniversary.
Late anniversary.
So.
Wow. Congratulations on the anniversary.
Thank you, thank you. Is there anything else serious you want to ask me before I go?
I'll go for the cheesy cliche answer or question. Is there anything that any sort of advice, like, is there any sort of advice that you would give young musicians? It's like you've run into, you've come crossed paths with a lot of up and coming bands or bands that form, some break up, some don't, they continue, some bands that were old that you said came back together for during this Park Hills era, and it's what would you, any sort of advice?
I would probably tell them slow down, listen to people around you, no matter if it pisses you off. Hey, make sure and check your guitar is tuned. I noticed you were out a little bit. Or hey, check your second tom's making a real bad ring. You might want to tune it real quick. Stuff like that. Just listen to anybody that tells you even if it pisses you off, just listen to the advice that elder musicians give you, I guess. So.
Solid.
So it's pretty solid, pretty
straightforward.
Just straightforward.
It's good.
Just take advice and make it your own, I guess.
Yeah. Because I to weigh in on that a little bit is I'm just now starting to realize that. I mean, I've been quote unquote in the music business for multiple years now. I don't know how long exactly, but that's beside the point. And I'm just now getting to that point where it's like, when an older musician, like, I need that.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize, it's like people of in my position, it's like you don't realize that, like, the musicians around you that you play a lot with, they're all your age. Mm-hmm. They don't know shit just like you don't know shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, listen to the older people.
Listen to the older people.
I love that.
And I have bands that say, hey, how do you think that set was? I'm like, it was all right until this point.
Yeah.
This happened. It sounded weird. I'm honest with them most of the time, And they'll be like, thank you. That'd be something for us to work on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, most people wouldn't tell us that. Like, I used to play with a band, and the bass player was a drunk. And he would drink, even on practice days, just drink like a fish. And finally we had the idea of having band meetings after every practice. So we would sit down and, okay, what do we want to talk about? So I said, the bass player's drinking's got to go, or it's fucking shit up. And the bass player looked at me kind of funny at first when I said it, but everybody else in the band was kind of like, but they didn't want to say nothing.
Yeah.
So I was the guy that said something. But then later, about 6 months after the fact, after I left the band and everything, I ran into the bass player, and he says, I want to tell you something. I appreciate you saying that, because I haven't had a drink in 5 months now. So it kind of opened my eyes, and, I think it's going to help me out being a better musician by not drinking. And he just kind of thanked me for bringing it to his attention.
It's awesome. Did you see them play after?
Yes.
Was he noticeably better?
Yeah, he was definitely noticeably better. Had better showmanship, better all around. Yes.
At least something was.
Yeah, he wasn't lagging or sloppy or getting behind a little bit. And,
right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
good. There should be. You notice that about the older people too,
Mm-hmm.
is they will not blow smoke up your ass.
Nope.
I mean, they'll tell you when you did good, but they'll also tell you when
Yeah.
you did bad, and I think those are both equally as important.
Yeah, that and just telling guitar players to turn their shit down when they're too loud.
Yes.
That's.
Yes, Matt. We get it.
I think it's just the amp. It's not the musician. It's the amp.
Some amps are a little more powerful than they should be.
They are. It just blows my mind, Like I said, I had a guy bring in a full stack 812 Marshall cabinet, and I had to tell him. We was doing sound check, and he cracked this thing open. While I was setting mic up, he cracked it. I couldn't hardly hear it on my left ear. I got pissed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, turn it down. If I turn it down anymore, I ain't going to be able to hear myself. Well, then you got problems, because it sounds like shit.
Yeah.
And I said, turn it down. He goes, I'm not turning it down anymore. So I looked at Mike, the sound guy, and went like this. I said, I'm done. I said, these guys ain't playing. So I walked to the sound booth. I said, you guys ain't playing, you're done. Get your shit off my stage. Well, I had 4 of their friends come up to me and say, are you really going to make them not play? I said, motherfucker's not listening to me. So if he's not going to listen to me and respect my stage, why even allow him to play on it?
Yeah.
So I said, go talk to your buddy. Me and Mike's going to sit here and tell jokes to each other for about 5 minutes. That's what I told him. And I'm going to come back and we're going to try this again. And if we have any issues, they're not playing. So we gave him about 5 minutes, went back up there, and I looked at Mike. Mike goes, so I told the guy, turn it down. You turn it down. I said, I don't touch people's shit. You have to turn it down. So then I looked at Mike again, and I started to do that, and the guy goes, so he got a little attitude, turned it down and all that. Once we got it turned down, everything was great.
Yeah.
But like I said, he had a full Marshall stack, like he was on an outdoor festival playing for Hollywood Casino.
Yeah.
Like, just listen, man. We're here to make you sound good.
Yeah.
That's, we know our building, we know our room, what it sounds like. So listen to us. Listen to any sound engineer, any venue you go to. Listen to them.
For sure. Absolutely.
Unless they're playing in the closing band, and then they're fucking you on sound.
What do you mean by that?
Like, say if the sound engineer is playing that show and they're in the closing band,
oh,
they're gonna sandbag your sound to make you sound not as good as them. I've noticed that.
That's the shittiest. That's snaky.
I've noticed that a lot through the years playing music.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, now it'll open everybody's eyes now that you heard it.
I think that's a solid cautionary tale to end this on, though.
It sounds good to me.
I mean, I don't like ending on a bad note, but that's useful knowledge.
It's happened a lot. Like in our little town, there's people that do sound, and they're in bands, and they're always the closing band. Well, the band before them, or the bands before them, don't sound as full. No, I understand it's probably their equipment, and that's what they practice on, so they have it set. Drop a scene, okay, let's go. But they have it fine-tuned for them. They don't want the other bands to sound as good as
them.
So.
Oh, shit. That is the snakiest, most slithery, snakiest thing I've ever heard in my life, and I hate that. And so beware the snakes, guys.
Beware of the snakes.
Beware the snakes. Guys, this is a good place to end. As the mantra goes for this show, we are going to live with cause and leave results to the great law of the universe. We are going to pass each day in peaceful contemplation, patient, and all the while remaining present in our lives. So after this episode is over, go outside and kiss your dog, pet your wife.
Pee on a tree.
Pee on a tree. Hug a tree. Hug it first, then pee on it. Touch some grass.
Vice versa. Don't matter.
Yeah, if you want to feel a little warm and wet, there you go. That's the thing for you guys. This has been another episode of Art of the Jam. Oh no, I usually say, without further ado, we have brought to you Art of the Jam. Thank you, Matt, for being here.
Oh, I appreciate it, guy. It's awesome. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, more editing. And check out Park Hills Underground. Okay, guys, go.
Give us a call. Give us a message. We'll get your band in there.
Yeah, support local music, guys. Support local, support live.
Yep.
Let's do it. Thank you again, Matt.
Thanks, Phantom Sam.
And thank you guys for listening. It's been swell.